Oh, thank you, champ. Did Mike ever tell you the story about me and him?
Which one? You told me a couple.
Well, he saved my life. He gave me a life. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have my family or nothing.
Well,
You got everything, and I got nothing.
I remember, because I did an interview with you like 12 years ago at your house, and we were talking about how you were homeless and stuff. It was,
Mike saved my life, man. Mike saved my life. He gave me a life. He wrote about me as an amateur, and then one day,
and that was a fight you lost.
Fight I lost. He wrote about me, and then I wound up moving to DC, and I seen him at a boxing match because he had a fighter named Darryl Coley.
Too sweet.
And he was on the card, and I seen him walking past me. A fight broke out. Dick Gregory was in front of me. A fight broke out in the ring between Elijah Tillery and Rainbow. They falling over the rope. Rock Newman jumps in the ring. Everybody's going crazy. It's pandemonium. And all of a sudden, I see Mike Marley pushing, going through. And I remember his face from the newspaper.
Let's get this recorded. Slava, can you record?
No, I'm recording.
Okay.
So let me tell you. So I see Mike Marley, and I grab him by the arm and I say, "Hey, yo!" I said, "Hey, man, you that writer from New York?" He says, "Yeah." But it's like pandemonium. I remember Dick Gregory was standing right there. It was a riot, and it was going crazy. And I grab him, and I'm like, "Hey, you're the writer from New York?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Who you?" I said, "I'm the kid Shannon Briggs." He said, "Oh yeah, you fought pretty good. You were at the U.S. Festival." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Here, take my card. I may be interested in doing something." I never forget that. I took the card.
I didn't know that Shannon, when he said meant to do something, I didn't know he meant a burglary.
So it got even worse. It got even crazier. So I take the card. I can't believe it. Where I'm living at the time, I was living with this girl, and she would kick me out. Like once or twice a month, she kicked me out. I was like, damn. I'd be like, I had to stay at a friend's house and stay wherever I could stay, right? So I remember having this call, and I said, let me give this guy a call. I called him like the next week. I couldn't even wait. I said, hey, yo, what's up, man? My name is Shannon Briggs. You met me the other night. I'm the kid with the dreadlocks. He said, oh, yeah, what's up, man? He said, I got a fighter named Darryl Coley. And we just kept talking from time to time. Weeks went by.
You were still an amateur. I remember.
I was still amateur.
You had fights in Poland and Ireland, and you had no money. I gave you $100.
Man, Mike saved my life. I had no money.
14 knockouts.
They wanted me on a USA team. I was on the USA team, but I was broke, bro. I was homeless. So I was living with this girl. I was living all over the place.
To the airport.
I didn't have no money to get to the airport. I was broke. I have $0 to my name, bro. And Mike Marley gave me $100. It saved my life. I take the $100. No, even more so, he got me a hotel. You remember that, Mike? You got me a hotel. I had no place to sleep.
Yeah.
He got me a hotel in Manhattan. It was me and my boy Rock Fitzroy. Then we wound up going. I went to Ireland and Poland. I looked good. I fought my ass off. Everybody loved me. I came back to America, and I was the talk of the town again.
You knocked out in Shannon, Ireland.
Yeah, I was a talk of the town, New York. You know, of boxing again. And then it was crazy. So Mike was like, "You got to go down to Miami and train with Pat Burns because he's going to be an Olympic coach. He's good for you to be on his team." So I came down to
Shannon, I don't know if your wife is listening. I know you're happily married to your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
You have beautiful kids, but I didn't know I was putting you in a hotel with 500 sexy models.
I don't know why you did that. You don't know what he just said, man. he said, because you can't hear him. He said he didn't know he was putting me in a hotel with 500 sexy models. What? Yeah, and I stayed there for like 7 months, man. It was crazy. It was the best time of my life. Mike, you the best ever. We was hanging out with like Johnny Depp, Mickey Rourke, the other guy that died, River Phoenix. Every night we was hanging out with them, right, Mike?
Yeah, Mickey Rourke for sure.
Mickey Rourke, all these guys. These are all the guys. Man, when I see Johnny Depp, he was like shit, Madonna. I was a kid, and Mike had me living on South Beach. It was before it was the South Beach. It was crazy. Prince was there.
We had no money, but we lived well.
Man, we have no money, man, but we live good, man, because we met the guy who owned the hotel. He was like the manager then I think
Larry.
he bought it. Larry, remember Larry? Oh my God, Mike, I can't believe it. Remember Larry?
It's a great trip down memory lane, but Slava wants to ask you about Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. Go ahead, Slava.
Yeah, let's talk.
I'm sorry, Slava, but it was an amazing time. Sorry to cut you off, Slava, but let me just say this. For me to have lived it, like real talk, it was crazy because it was all happening fast. I was literally homeless, and Mike came into my life, and I was like, it was day to day. But then Mike was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you a manager. We gonna get an investor." And I was like, "Oh man." He went and got this guy named Mark Roberts. I said that ain't gonna work with him because I already like seen him and blah blah blah. Long story short, I had to leave Miami. Right, my father, who was one? I had to leave Miami. I don't know if it was my father died or something, but I left Miami. I got sick. I got sick. I got really sick. I messed my hand up really bad. Look at that. See my hand?
Yeah.
That was the first time I couldn't compete in the Olympics. So Mike said, come up to move to Jersey with Mark Roberts and he'll manage me. I said, nah, he ain't gonna manage me. He said, nah, he lost triple threat and all that. He don't got that no more. And it'll be a perfect opportunity. Mark gave me 10 grand. I moved to Jersey, right? But listen to this. Before I had to move, I had beef with my roommates, right? They changed the locks on me, Slava, and I couldn't get in. I had beef with them. I had to break in the crib. They had guns. It was crazy. I took the gun. They wasn't there though. I took all my shit. It was crazy. It was a movie.
I won't mention the name of the city, but the cops are still calling me from down there.
Man, they had guns and drugs, everything when I broke in the house. I was gone. When I came back, they changed the locks on me. They took all my mail. I was getting checks from, it was crazy. Long story short, the champ won. I got out of there with everything. Me and Mike Marley in a U-Haul truck. Mike taught me everything, how to market myself. He taught me everything. He was the first person. He went out and got me I got a composite card. He had my picture on it. He wrote a nice bio. Why he did this? I don't understand, man. Some days I question life. I'd be like, what's going on? Like, how did this happen? This guy was an amazing guy to me, man. Thank you, Mike. You did all that for me, man, to build me a profile. Remember my first card I had with my head down? I had the seashell in it. Then you made out all these pictures.
Let's do this as a closing story. Tell them about the day I called you to meet Muhammad Ali.
Oh man, that was crazy. I'm gonna tell him that, but you gotta do me one favor. You gotta tell me real quick. Like, what was your plan? Like to get into boxing and manage and become why did you do this? What happened?
I was tired of writing. I took a respite out of writing. And, I had another heavyweight who didn't have a chin, King Patan, a big puncher, but the glass jaw.
Yeah, King Patan.
I think you were a little jealous of him. He was a little jealous of you. And I had Daryl Too Sweet Coley, who was a good fighter. But I was going to become a zillionaire with you. I don't know what happened.
You still are. It ain't over, baby. It ain't over. I'm Hollister.
Shannon, you're not rolling up some weed, are you?
Actually, I am. Hey, champ, listen to me. For the record, let me just make it clear.
Shannon
Briggs. Mike Marley is the best ever. There should be a movie on his life. I kid you not. This man is amazing. What he's done for boxing, marketing, his genius is just, man, Mike, man, you got to do a movie on your life, man. I swear to God. And let me tell you something. His mother was an angel. She was an angel from God, man. Seriously, sent to earth. And she was a loving woman, man. I loved her so much. And she did so much for me and my mother. Mike did so much for me and my mother. My mother had a drug addiction, but Mike helped me and got me on the path to where I am today. It wasn't for Mike Marley, there would never be a Shannon Briggs. I kid you not.
Now they're all going to blame me, Shannon.
Hey, listen to me, though. Listen to me.
Blame it on the white man. Shannon, would you consider going into the World Wrestling Federation?
I think I'm a little too old for wrestling right now. I'm 48. I'm making a living in the cannabis business, so I'm a chill champ, chill.
But you enjoy the drama part of it, right?
I love it all, man. I want to fight again. I ain't giving up my fight. What I'm doing, Mike, is you still my manager. I don't know if you know, it's for life, man. We shook on it. We hugged on it in 1991. So this is for life, man. I'm a fight again, Mike. But now that I'm financially able to keep my family going and keep things going without having worrying, I'm gonna get back in tip-top shape within the next 2 to 3 months. I'm gonna be a savage animal again, and I want to have, I want to go on the road, man. Pie of the month club. I want to knock out a pie every month.
Shannon, tell us about your kids. They're kind of grown up now.
Yeah, my kids. My oldest son is 23. His name is Shannon Briggs. He's an actor.
Named after Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I named him after Jackie Chan. He just did a movie called Lit that was in the theaters in Jersey. He's really taking off with that. I'm happy for him, proud. My other son, Hayden, is 14. He's a good kid. He's doing well at school. He builds computers. He's a super nerd. I got my little baby girl who's just a sweetheart. She's my mother reincarnated, but she's good and sweet, and she's just growing up as a big, tall 8-year-old. She got my genetics, so she bad.
You better mention your wife.
Oh, my beautiful wife right here, Shannon Briggs. There she is. Wait.
I remember when she sang the national anthem.
Hey, Mike.
She said, "Hey, Mike." He said he remembers when you sang the national anthem. That's right. And one of my fights. That's right. So yeah, Mike, life has been I came a long way, man. Thanks to you, and who would ever know that those times that it would lead to this? 3 kids, a home in Jersey, in the cannabis business, looking to hopefully make it millions, if not billions. And man, life is good. But listen, I'm opening up a place in Boston, and I want you to be involved. I want you to, I want to see. I'm coming to see you anyway. This COVID shit is horrible. Excuse my language, but I want to come see you, man.
All right, let's meet in LA at the Roy Jones Tyson fight.
Ooh, are they taking the spectators or no?
They what?
Is it spectators?
You're a VIP.
You think I can get in for real? You know they be saying I cause too much trouble everywhere I go.
And when you don't get in, I know one thing about you: you break in.
That's right. They can let me in nice, or I can get in my own way. I might dress up as an old man and come in and just take my shit off. It's the champ.
Slava, anything else?
I think that's it. We covered all the bases, Mike.
Go to ShannonBriggs.com. Go to ShannonBriggs.com and get some merch. Let's go, champ.
Shannon Briggs on Instagram.
Y'all check me out on Instagram, Cannon_Briggs. Let's go, champ.
Let's go,
You
champ.
got more websites than Mark Zuckerberg.
That's right. You can check out my other website, diversitydigital.com. But more importantly, check out joinalphadna.com. I got a clinic. I got a clinic, Mike, and a pharmacy down here in Florida. Yeah.
I'm getting to the age where I confuse it. I might move into the pharmacy.
Yeah, I got a pharmacy and a clinic. We opened up the clinic in 2 weeks. It's called Alpha DNA. It's here in Davie, Florida.
Let's go to the clinic, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Shannon, thanks so much.
Thank you guys for having
This
me
will
on
be
your
on
show,
Retro
man.
Boxing and on my new website, Substack.com, Michael Marley Boxing.
Ooh.